Hey everybody, this is Scary Spikes and thank you so much for joining me. We're here in Forza Horizon 4 with 5 tips on how to enjoy your stay a whole lot more. Let's go. Tip number 1 is going to be to buy a house. Now, I know houses can be quite expensive, and you can go to check out all the houses on the map by using the map filter here and scrolling all the way down until you see player housing. Player housing is very important, and one of the reasons why it's so important is because it gives you perks, and it also lets you fast travel to different areas of the map much quicker. Now, there's a particular house we're going to be taking a look at. There's obviously some houses I haven't bought here, and I'm sure I'll get to those with my unlimited money method, which if you haven't checked that out, the video is on the top right hand corner appearing in a card right now. Lake Lodge is pretty cool because you do get it free with a VIP, but we're going to be interested in the Fairlawn Manor. And the reason why we're interested in Fairlawn Manor is not just because it's a relatively central location within the map. It is pretty close to Edinburgh, as well as a lot of other races that I personally like, and might be a good central location for you as well. But Fairlawn Manor is very special in that once you buy it, you do get some perks like your free super wheel spins, which are not very different from any of the other houses. The important thing is that you're going to be able to travel anywhere on the map. Now mind you, that's at a cost, and we will address that cost a little bit later by means of smashing the boards, or the fast travel boards that can be found littered around the map. But this is probably going to be your most important purchase, and I would recommend you getting this as soon as you possibly can. Other than just being a completely badass house, it does let you do everything that you used to be able to do over at the event, at the Forza Horizon event. So you've got your auto show, your garage, and your auction house here, and you've got access to all the features that you had over at the event. So pretty cool that you can also respawn here. You don't have to respawn in the middle of the city, so if you like being especially around sort of the northern eastern side of the city close to Edinburgh, it's a good place to be. And as you can see on the map here, I'll just kind of show you, now you can pretty much fast travel anywhere you want. And there is a cost associated. Like I said, it's 8,000 credits, but that's pretty much anywhere. I don't think it goes up by distance, so you can use this method to travel anywhere you want. And then that way you'll spend a whole lot less time traveling to races and, spend a whole lot more time actually racing, which is what this game is all about. Now, when I first started playing Forza Horizon 4 and I found these fast travel boards, I thought that, okay, I'm going to smash these boards and then I'm going to be able to fast travel to their location whenever I want. Well, that's not really the case. But what they do is they allow you to spend less money whenever you do fast travels. So especially once you've gotten Fairlawn Manor and you can travel anywhere you want on the map, this will help to reduce the amount of money all the way down to 0 once you've smashed all the boards. And as you can see there, 200 credits less, which, especially as a new player, every little bit helps. Tip number 2, do the Forza-thon events. They give you Forza-thon points which you can spend in the store for some really cool stuff, including free super wheel spins. Just keep in mind that when you do the weekly challenge, you have to do it in order from chapter 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 respectively. You can't do whatever one you want in whatever order. You have to do them in the order that they're displayed, otherwise they will not register. Also, do your daily challenges. They're pretty easy. By the way, if you're confused about which vehicles you need to use for the weekly challenge, like the hero cars, they are available over here. So they are upgrade heroes, and you'll want to go into your filter and scroll all the way down. And for this week, it's sport utility heroes, so it's probably going to be all the way at the bottom of the list here. Let's have a look. And there it is, Sports Utility Heroes. So these cars can be upgraded in different ways over the usual upgrades that you can get on other cars. And they're overall just pretty good cars to use as well. So personally, I have the Lamborghini, which is this one over here, the Urus Concept. That's a pretty cool car. And that's the one that I use to finish all of my weekly events as well. So they're not too expensive. You can pick these up relatively cheap compared to the amount of money you'll make in your races, and they will help you to do your weekly challenges, which in turn will help you to get those Forza-thon points and get some really cool swag. Tip number 3 is to participate in custom events. One of the cool things you can do in Forza Motorsport 4 is compete in events created by players. So let's say that you're looking to do this road circuit here, and you can do it, of course, either solo, co-op, PvP, rivals, or just you can create your own if you want. But for the sake of arguments, we're going to be going to solo play, and you'll want to go over to custom events over on the right hand side. Once you've done that, press RB to move over to all the greats. to have a look at the best rated events in this category. As you can see here, there's quite a lot of different events, and participating in these can help you to get quite a few skill points, or just make a bunch of money, or just have a lot of fun in a ridiculous race that you wouldn't be able to find in the base game. The other cool thing that you can do with custom events is basically get around your completion goals for Forza On events. So sometimes you'll be required to complete a rally or a road race or a drag, and sometimes you don't have time to complete the whole race. And so for that purpose, there are races like this one over here. So as you can see, this is a really short race, but once we get into this, we'll be able to complete it quite quickly, and that will count towards your goal for Forza On events. Once you've collected all those juicy Forza On points, you can come over here to the Forza On Store, appropriately named. And this is where you can get all the really cool swag, including a rotation of vehicles, clothing items, super wheel spins, as well as regular wheel spins, although I would avoid the latter since you get many of those throughout the course of the game, just playing normally. Tip number 4, upgrade your car. There's nothing worse than buying a brand new shiny BMW M6 Coupe and doing nothing to it. And one of the best ways to improve your car is to increase its mastery, as seen here. Just go ahead into the vehicle mastery menu and buy as much of this stuff as you can. Trust me, it's worth it. You'll also want to customize your car for whatever it is that you're doing. So one of the ways to do that is by customizing it on your own manually by choosing all the different parts from the garage. Now this can be pretty daunting for new players, so there is a better way to do this. So all you need to do is go over from custom upgrade to find new tunes just to the right, and as you can see here, there's quite a few tunes submitted by other players and rated by the rest of us. Basically you can see all your stats in the middle, and if you look on the top left hand corner you can see all the names. We're going to go ahead and select this one. Just need to download it and give it a moment to save. And once that's happened, you can go ahead and pay for the upgrades. It'll save once again, and then you're all set. So on to tip number 5. This is our last tip of the day, and this is going to be mostly for newer drivers, especially those interested in drifting. You'll want to go over to your settings menu, into difficulty settings, and just make sure that your traction control and your stability control is turned off. Now because drifts are inherently controlled slides, you're going to want to control the amount of rotation in your tires. You can't do that if those settings are turned on, and you're going to have a really hard time competing in drift events. Even if you don't have a Formula Drift car like you can get in the DLC and you've just got an M6 like this, it will really help you to get into those corners and put your car sideways. Alright everybody, that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I appreciate it very much. If you liked the video and it did help you out, make sure to drop a like for me and let me know in the comment section below, as well as if you've got any of your own tips. If there's anything I missed, go ahead and hit dislike and let me know what it was so that I can make a better video in the future. Well, thanks again guys, nice to see you as always, and we'll see you in the next video. See ya!